I am kind of lame and I like English breakfast, so I'm just gonna go with that one. Thank you. People get a lot of things wrong about estrogen, even though it's implicated in movies and television to kind of make people emotional or make people cry. In reality, it has sophisticated and complex actions throughout the brain and body. We found that estrogen enhances dopamine signaling, specifically by reducing the expression of special proteins whose job it is to kind of reuptake dopamine back into the neuron. By getting rid of those dopamine vacuum proteins, it allows more dopamine to accumulate in the space, and in that way promotes learning and affects other aspects of behavior as well. Dopamine does a lot of things in the brain, but one of the things that it is thought to do is it promotes plasticity, meaning it changes the connections between neurons, and that's thought to be kind of the neurobiological substrate of learning. Part of my interest in pursuing this project was when I learned that most neuropsychiatric disorders show fluctuations in symptom severity in concert with estrogenic hormones. So over the reproductive cycle, during pregnancy, and around menopause. The proteins that we identified that are differentially expressed between having high and low levels of estrogen happen to be the proteins that are targeted by all antipsychotics, antidepressants, and also class 3 narcotics, which is pretty remarkable. Midbrain estrogen receptors are, as far as I know, have not been explored as a potential therapeutic target for these disorders, but that could be an avenue worth pursuing.